All right, guys, we got to get our hands up.
Oh, throw them up.
All right. It's time for the Good Hands Plays presented by Allstate. You're in good hands with the Cowboys wide receivers.
Yeah.
CD Lamb and trustworthy George Pickens, the most trustworthy receiver in the league. Cowboys 31, Chiefs 28 on Thanksgiving. It's so fun to watch this Cowboys team play offensively. Pickens had the little hitch route where he caught the ball, beat the guys to the edge, jumped over a defender. CD had a couple crazy touchdowns. And coming out of this game, this felt like both a must win for both these teams. They sort of have to run the table to make the playoffs for both of them. They're both, and the Cowboys are playing as good offensively as any team in the NFL right now. But question I have for you coming out of this, you've had a couple of days to digest this result. Which of these teams has a better chance to make noise in the postseason, the Cowboys or the Chiefs?
Can you imagine, Charlie? Go back to the beginning of the year.
Should we close our eyes?
I wish you could close your eyes if you want. You can go back and just imagine the tryptophan coma you were in earlier this week, and imagine you're floating back to August. And imagine if you could find out what was happening in the future after Thanksgiving, that you would earnestly ask myself and Domonique Foxworth, who do you think is going to make more noise in the playoffs? The Dallas Cowboys or the Kansas City Chiefs? Imagine the things that would have had to happen along the way to get you to believe that you were going to earnestly, realistically ask us that question and not know what the answer was going to be.
It's incredible non-answer. You just took us on a great journey. I loved it. I loved it.
All those things happen.
I loved it. And which team? I don't think there was a team that was more like aggressively criticized before the season started than the Cowboys for the decisions that they made, them throwing the season away. And then we were all like justified in our criticism because of how their season was going in the exact areas that the exact situation where we expected turned out to be the case. And now, for whatever reason, I feel like they're America's team again. I feel like a lot of us are watching this and enjoying it in a way that they haven't been in forever. Like, no one really ever roots for the Cowboys. I guess they have a big fan base, but general sports fans are rarely like, go Cowboys. But this Cowboys team is fun, and they feel like underdogs who have turned into a real respectable team. I think the answer to Charlie's question is contingent on who do you actually think could make the playoffs. I think the Cowboys are going to have a real hard time making the playoffs.
Chiefs are too.
Yeah, the Chiefs have a clearer path, in my view, in an easier AFC than the Cowboys do. But either way, I really want the Cowboys in the playoffs. I don't know that I can bring myself to say, do you actually think the Cowboys, if we put them both in, we made them both 7 seeds, I promise you they're 7 seeds, the Cowboys going up against either the Rams or maybe the Bears, and on the other side it's the Chiefs, who would they be playing in the top seed in AFC?
The Patriots. I guess the Patriots have the bye, but
yeah.
So it'd most likely be the Broncos.
Yeah. Broncos in the first round, and then the Patriots after that, if we assume.
It's assuming the Patriots win out. They are missing the entire left side of their offensive line now. There's a chance that the Patriots are not going to win out.
I mean, there's no examples of teams around the NFL losing an offensive lineman or two and suddenly collapsing to earth on offense or anything.
No. Well, I mean, the Eagles going to get Lane back, and then they're going to be juggernauts once again.
Maybe they'll get Mekhi Becton.
They're really going to be a lot better suddenly.
Have you seen that Mekhi Becton's complaining about his usage in LA, and there's people are already speculating they'll end up back on the Eagles by the end of the year with the release.
How could he be complaining about your usage if you're an offensive lineman?
I said the exact same thing. It was like, but apparently
they're not getting me the ball enough.
Apparently that's fancy for playing time. It's not actual usage. Yeah. It's like he's not out there enough.
He's not out there enough.
Yeah. I was like, what do you mean? They got him kick sliding? Yeah.
We're not running duo enough.
I know. I'm not enough
You're
motion.
making me pass block.
Can I tell you my honest thoughts on this? And it's something that you guys will throw in my face and laugh at me when neither of these teams make the playoffs.
Hold on. I got to start recording before you answer this question. I want to make sure I have this on the record.
You don't trust that we'll be able to bring it back out?
I think the Cowboys and the Chiefs are like 2 of the 5 best teams in the NFL.
It's kind of safe. I'm counting them up in my head. And especially if you put aside what you are, I guess, like this season.
If you put aside what you are.
No, not put aside what you are. You are actually putting aside a lot of the season, and you're assuming that for the Cowboys in particular, that they're a different team since the trade deadline.
Yeah.
Sure.
And I'm willing to accept that based on what I've been seeing.
Yeah, I mean, I just think that they're legitimately good. I think you could make the case just on sheer vibes for the team and the organization. Not that I would make the case. You could make the case. George Pickens' bigger addition than Micah was a subtraction.
That's a stupid case. It's a good case. It's a funny case if you want to make a hot take and get some attention.
I was exactly what I was trying to do. I was testing the waters.
Yeah, Micah, he had
2.5 sacks. Completely game wrecked against the Lions. Looked unbelievable.
Second time.
He kind of looks like outside of Myles Garrett. I mean, Myles Garrett's in his different stratosphere of defensive players, but in the world of mortals, he kind of looks like the best defensive player on the planet. But so that's tough. But
Quentin Williams has been great. Like
unbelievable.
I think two things can be true, right? Like we can throw away what we saw from the Cowboys earlier this year, and we should. Like they added a Pro Bowl caliber defensive tackle. They paid a lot of money or a lot of draft capital to get him, but like doesn't matter. Like, you maybe it wasn't the most financially prudent thing to mortgage to like sell everything in your house to get a Ferrari. Doesn't mean the Ferrari's not cool. Doesn't mean that doesn't sound good when you drive it back to the house, even though there's nothing left in it that you're going to have after this year. But like the Cowboys are a legitimately great offense and probably now average to maybe above average, maybe below average, depending on how you look at it defense, which that is a good combo in the modern NFL. Like in this season, if you're really good on one side of the ball and you're just not horrible and hopeless on the other side of the ball, you are a top 10 team in the NFL.
None of us have answered the question. Yeah, none of us have answered the question that Charlie proposed. I'm
going to be brave. Listen. Yes. I'm going to be brave. I'm going to go out on a limb. I'm going to say it with my chest.
Let's hear it.
The Chiefs are going to be a better team in the playoffs than the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, I think that's the right answer. I won't stand for the Dak slander. However,
I gave you guys 10 minutes to be brave and bold, and you were not willing to do it. So I just had to do it myself.
Yeah. I would love to see this as a Super Bowl matchup.
Oh, that'd be so fun. That game was so fun. I guess all the Cowboys games lately have been really fun to watch, but the Chiefs versus Cowboys Super Bowl rematch,
it'd be great.
Fun.
It's get them both in the dance.
You know what it is? You brought up why people like the Cowboys now. It's because people sort of inherently knew the Eagles were a little bit of and the Chiefs were a little bit of and seeing the Cowboys beat both those teams was very satisfying to people who were skeptical of the Eagles and the Chiefs.
In 4 days. In 4 days.
Yeah. I mean, the Athletics playoff predictor still has the Cowboys at 22% chance of making the playoffs, which I guess maybe factors in how bad they were early in the season. They're unwilling to accept that we're looking at a new Cowboys team, which is what we've all accepted, and the Chiefs are still at 40% after that loss. So they're more likely to get in.
3 of their final 5 games are Vikings, Commanders, and Giants. So
yeah,
I think they're going to be okay.
Yeah, they are going to get to 10 at least. Boys, we need the boys in the playoffs.
Yeah, we do.